it's winner takes all. And here's your host, Geoffrey Wheeler.
Hello, another day, another show. Well, as you remember, Diane Baker retired as champion with £1,860. And that means that the field is wide open to our contestants to go ahead and make their fortune up to £3,000. Which of the four with us today is it going to be to go forward to next week, perhaps? Let's meet them. Let's meet the first two of them, at any rate, with our hostess, Vicky MacDonald. Vicky. Nice to see you. Like the outfit. Lovely outfit, Vicky. Looks very nice indeed.
Thanks, Geoffrey.
What's it say there?
The Beverly Hills, I think.
The Beverly Hills will get you. Was this from your filming in the States?
What can I say?
Not much, not much. Let's find out who we've got.
Well, on your left, we have Andrew Hershorn from Norwich.
Hello.
Hello.
And here we have Lucy Adams from London.
Thank you very much indeed, Vicky. Back to Beverly Hills, and I'll come to you, Andrew from Norwich. And you teach drama and theatre studies to sixth formers.
Yep.
Do you find them very responsive? Do you find young people are interested in theatre?
Extremely. In fact, theatre studies is the fastest growing A-level subject in the syllabus.
Is it really?
It is indeed.
And you find that it sort of develops personality, being able to
yeah.
express themselves in drama?
Very much so. Yes, not all the students who do it are interested in even going on to university or college. A lot of them are doing it just because it's a character building. Well, that makes it sound a bit like the Boy Scouts, but it's very very good for their personality.
That's right, yes, brings you out of yourself, doesn't it? Jolly good. Well, you're obviously a man who expresses himself very clearly. And what about you, Lucy Adams? You deal with the young people as well. You're a school teacher, aren't you? Right. But you're a very adventurous person. You travelled around Europe in a Morris Minor.
That's
where
right.
Where did you go?
Almost everywhere. We went to Rome and Prague and Budapest. About as far as you can get in 2 weeks in a Morris, going at 30 all the way.
Ah, they're lovely cars though, aren't they? And you went camping in the USA?
Yes, we wanted to take the Morris there as well, but thought that it might not be worth shipping it all the way to Boston.
Did you have any adventure camping?
Yes, many. We had a very close encounter with a skunk in a campsite.
Really?
In the evening, everybody was going round and saying, "Oh, look, there's a skunk, how sweet," and taking photographs of it and, real big nature watching excitement.
Yes.
But later on that night, oh dear, it turned out that we had put our tent on a kind of skunk's highway.
Oh, no.
And the smell was unbelievable.
Oh,
I don't know whether they were fighting or what, but whatever it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Oh, what a shame. Well, let's banish that terrible memory with the excitement of the quiz. Are you ready to play? You can go forward to, you can get some real money this time because our champion's retired. So get ready, and here comes the first question for the two of you. Who or what does a misanthropist hate? Is it cats, human beings, horses, dogs, or beetles? You're on my right, Lucy. I'm going to ask you first how much you want to stake.
30, please.
30, right, up to 30, that's the maximum. What about you, Andrew?
And for me, 30
And for you
well.
too, 30, and make your choice. And you've both gone for the 3-to-1 human beings, and of course you're both right. Well now, a man of the theatre might be able to have a slight advantage here, who knows, but perhaps you, Lucy, also like voices. Listen and tell me whose voice you think this is.
When he awoke, the sun was already quite warm on his face, but instead of water beneath him, there was only sand. He sat up with a start and saw that he'd drifted onto a small island, all on its own, out in the middle of the ocean. As he was looking, Pinocchio suddenly caught sight of a dolphin swimming past, just a short distance from the beach, its head just visible above the surface of the water.
Well, whose voice was that? Was it Leslie Crowther, Bernard Cribbins, Norman Vaughan, Martin Jarvis, or Richard Briers? I'm going to ask you first, Lucy, and how much you're going to stake.
I'll stake 20.
20. I'm not quite sure, so you're being a little cautious. What about you?
30.
30. I think you're confident. I saw you nodding. Right, let's see if you were right. Press your buttons. And Andrew says Bernard Cribbins. You were going for the long shot, Lucy, Richard Briers. In fact, Andrew is right. It is Bernard Cribbins. And let's just take a look at Bernie. There he is, Bernard Cribbins. Great chap, great chap. Well, now let's move on to the third question, the pair of you, with the scores 100 for Lucy and 210 for Andrew. And tell me, what subject is George Stubbs most famous for painting? Is it cats, dogs, fruit and flowers, houses, or horses? Now, you're in the lead now, Andrew, so I'm going to ask you first how much you're going to stake.
30.
30, right. What about you, Lucy?
30.
Going to match that, are you? Fine. Press your buttons. And you've both gone for the 10-to-1 horses, and you are both right. Very good indeed. And let's just have a look at a Stubbs painting. This is one that you would have got for only 9 old pence in the late 60s because it was the pattern on a stamp. Isn't that lovely? George Stubbs, horse artist. A music question is number 4, and I want you to listen and tell me which all-girl group is heard here in support of Fun Boy 3. Listen to this. Well now, which all-girl group was heard there in support of Fun Boy 3? Was it Strawberry Switchblade, Bananarama, Bangles, the Go-Go's, or Sister Sledge? And you're still in the lead, Andrew. You have 510 points. How much would you like to stake?
30.
Lucy, you have 400 points. What about you?
Oh, 30.
30? You sounded a bit uncertain, but
Yeah.
perhaps it's the time to be bold. Press your buttons and tell me what you think the answer was. Andrew says it's Bananarama. You, Lucy, think it's the Bangles. Well, in fact, or rather Bangles, it is Bananarama. And here are the 3 girls in question. Bananarama. Right, and so, with the scores at 600 to 370, we come to the final question in this part of the programme. Whose writing forms the inspiration for the musical Cats, from which you see these stills? Is it G.K. Chesterton, Stevie Smith, T.S. Eliot, H.G. Wells, or Edward Lear? You're in the lead. Andrew, again, I'm going to ask you how much you're going to stake.
30.
30. What about you, Lucy?
30.
On the last question, you may just as well. Right, press your buttons for the last time. And you both got it right. It is T.S. Eliot. Well, Lucy, bad luck. You got 490 points. That was a very good score, but not good enough to get you through to the final, I'm afraid. Never mind, you will be getting one of those splendid encyclopedias to take away with you back to London. It's been lovely having you on the programme. Have you enjoyed it?
Very much, thanks.
See you.